Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're all here, and in today's video we are going to talk sleep. As I'm sure many of you know, it's not as easy anymore as just laying our head down on the pillow and then sleeping for 8 or 9 hours. It seems the older we get, it takes a little more work in order to get good quality sleep. And I have been in a really good sleep cycle recently, so I wanted to go ahead and share with you what I'm doing to get good sleep. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, the first thing that I am doing that does help me to sleep better is cutting off eating a few hours before bedtime. I've mentioned before here on my channel, I do intermittent fasting, and I set my cutoff time at 7 p.m., where after 7 p.m., I don't have anything to eat, only water past that point. And yes, I know sometimes I'm on vacation or I am out, and then I really don't pay attention to the time, but I would say probably 95% of my days, I do not eat anything after 7 p.m. And I have found this truly helps because if I have a lot in my stomach and lay down to go to sleep, I feel really heavy, I can get indigestion. It's just not a good feeling, and it was definitely disrupting me falling asleep easily. So that was an easy thing to do, is just cutting out any food a few hours before bedtime. The next thing that I do is I make sure that all of my electronic devices are in the night shift mode. And if you're not familiar with that, you probably have heard about blue light and how it can be very disruptive to our sleep cycles. And sometimes I do like to watch movies or TV shows on my iPad. So it's very easy on Apple products. You just go into your settings and you go down to display and brightness, and then you can click on the night shift mode, and there you can set up times every day where it will come on and go off. And during that night shift mode time, it is just a warmer light that will not be disruptive to your sleep cycles. So once again, very easy to do, but it definitely makes a difference for me. The next thing I do every night before bed is I take some sleep supplements. The first one I'll tell you about is this Care of Sleep. And I really like this because it has just a small dosage of melatonin in here. It is 2.5 milligrams, but it also has valerian root and ashwagandha, which are supposed to be relaxing. And I have found this really works well for me. So I take one of these 30 minutes before bedtime, and I get these right at Target. The next supplement I take is magnesium, and I get these off of Amazon, and I take 2 of these every night before bed. And magnesium is supposed to be very good with relaxation and helping ease anxiety, and I find that having added this into my routine definitely helps. Now, this is what I am taking, but obviously I am not a doctor, and I encourage you to talk to your doctor before you start taking any kind of new supplements, but this is what I take that works for me. Okay, then after I have done my skincare routine, brushed my teeth, all of that, and I'm getting ready to get into bed, I go ahead and apply some of my Lush Sleepy Lotion. This is a really lovely, sweet lavender fragrance, so if you don't like lavender, obviously you will not like this. But I have mentioned before on my channel that when I was reading the reviews about this the first time I purchased it, there is a cult following of people that swear this helps them to sleep better. And I have to tell you, I am one of those people now. I wanted to see if it was really just in my head. And so what I did is I took this out of my sleep routine for about a week, and you know what? I did not sleep as well. And I added this back in, and boom, I was sleeping like a baby again. So for me, there is something in here that's just really relaxing, and honestly, it's just a nice ritual every night before bed. I make sure that I put this up on my chest so it's like closer to my nose, and then I just have that lovely soft lavender scent that is so relaxing. And like I said, it's just a very nice ritual every night before bed that I do. So this sleepy lotion absolutely works for me. I am one of those people that thinks it does help sleep. So I am always using my sleepy lotion every night before bed. All right, the next thing I am going to talk to you about is probably what is making the biggest impact in giving me good quality sleep. And it is using my Rest Evercool Comforter. Now, I just want to say this video is not sponsored, but I would be remiss not talking about this because this has absolutely changed my life. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but it really and truly has. Now, yes, I was gifted this from Rest a few months ago to do a review video, which I will go ahead and link below, and then in there I explain exactly how I use it if you're interested. But I have to mention this because it has really been life-changing for me. I was really suffering from hot flashes and night sweats, and if you suffer from them, you know how disruptive it is. And I know all of us women are really different with our triggers for hot flashes, but personally what I have found for myself is that when I get overheated, it sets off a hot flash. For example, if I get into a hot car in the summer, immediately I've got a hot flash. Also, if I get overheated sleeping at night, it would set me off to hot flashes. So this blanket here, though, it's magical. It just keeps you at this like perfect temperature where I don't get overheated, so it's not triggering hot flashes for me. And if you had ever told me, 6 months ago that a blanket could make this much difference in my sleep, I would have said you were crazy. But honestly, I am a believer, and I'm not the only one. Go ahead and use my link below and read some of the reviews on the Rest website of other people talking about this comforter. And it isn't just me. I mean, it's helping a lot of other people too. But I can't say enough good things about this comforter because it really has been life-changing for me. Now, I will try to get a discount code from Rest if possible, and if I'm able to do that, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here and then also in the description box below. But check this out if you are suffering from the hot flashes, and if you are, I feel your pain. I honestly do, because it's just awful. And just a quick mention that when I received this one, the blue was the only color combination it came in, but now they have other ones available, which I think is really nice. But I can't be without my Evercool comforter, and I never would have believed that a blanket could make such a difference in my sleep, but this one, it's true, it absolutely does. The next thing I'm doing that is helping me to sleep is I purchased this little knee pillow off of Amazon. And I was having some like lower back pain that I found putting a pillow in between my knees was really helping alleviate the pain. But a regular bed pillow is just really cumbersome between your knees if you've ever tried to sleep with that. It's hard to roll over. So I purchased this, and this has been perfect. It's small enough where I've actually trained myself where I can roll back and forth, like keeping this between my knees. And it has really alleviated my lower back pain. It does have a little zipper here that you can take it out. You can take the cover off, and I throw it in with my sheets when I'm washing my sheets every week, and then put it back on so it stays nice and clean. I've also read that these can help alleviate hip pain. So if you happen to be suffering from any hip pain, it might be worth a try getting one of these little pillows. So this has made a big difference. I'm not suffering from any lower back pain now, and I think a lot of it has to do with this little knee pillow. And the last thing that I do that has really helped my sleep is, you've probably heard this tip before, and I had, but I hadn't tried it until recently, and it really does work, is to keep a little notepad by your bedside. And that is for those nights when your mind is racing because you've got a to-do list going and you don't want to forget things to do the next day. The simple act of just writing them down on a notepad it's like it releases it from your brain so that you can actually just relax and then go to sleep. And I thought it was silly that something like that could actually work, but it really does. It really does help me. It just seems that act of putting it down on paper allows your brain just to release it and relax. Okay, so there you have it, friends. That is everything I am doing for good quality sleep. And like I said, I hope I don't jinx myself because I have been in a really great sleep cycle, which is why I wanted to make this video. I'm also really looking forward to all of your tips because you always have great information to share. So go ahead and leave tips on how you sleep better below that we can all read. So that will be it for today, friends. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.